Take a second, think about
So
that.
you're saying, like, what is it that stress management and exercises like that do to help people who are on the field?
Yeah, and what I mean, some of these things are like, laughing and so forth, and choking, and other components of your presentation.
Yeah,
I think I know what the links are,
yeah.
but a lot of people aren't going to recognize them.
Sure, sure, sure. Okay,
Okay,
okay. Yeah,
so
okay,
I'm asking you for a complex answer
okay,
to
okay.
stuff that you've been doing, for a
Understood,
while.
understood. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So, one of the things when it comes to trauma and any high intensity situation is that everybody responds to adversity differently. Therefore, when it comes to how we manage that trauma response, we need to have an arsenal, if you will, of different tools at our disposal so that we can come out of it on the other side without feeling depressed, without it affecting our own mental health and well being, without us quitting the job, without us feeling like um, we can't carry on in our field or carry on in life. There's a lot of traumatic experiences result in people literally giving up on their own, normal day-to-day lives. So what we try to do here, what I try to do here, is give people a really large number of different tools that they can access to help them both prepare for a scenario, to you know to sort of draw on when they're in an adverse situation, or long term to help them deal with the aftermath. Um, some of the tools kind of feel or might feel a little disconnected to to the seriousness of the situations that they report on, and that is intentional because so often in Western society, especially, we have a disconnection between our mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional selves. And so the tools that I talk about are designed to help us reconnect those parts of ourselves so that we can come out of a situation holistically well, not just feeling like it's a band aid in the moment. Does that make sense? So, things like laughing. Yes, it feels like forced or it feels like a weird left of field kind of tool, but there are cultures historically and today that still use laughter as a tool to deal with systemic issues, to deal with, historical trauma, whatever it is. There are still cultures that very much focus on joy, right? Same thing with music. Music has, over centuries, millennia, has served as a fantastic tool for people to turn their emotional energy into something that they can express so that they can then deal with it more effectively. Things like breathing, I talked about it in there, when we breathe and hum, for example, where we are affecting the parasympathetic, awakening the parasympathetic nervous system so that we can literally de-stress ourselves. When it comes to exercise, again, it's about getting that energy out and unstuck and able to get rid of it so that we can function effectively. So each tool is used in purpose and on purpose for a different desired effect, so that sure, laughter might not work for one person, but meditation might work for them better. If meditation doesn't work, great. Let's try cognitive reframe. If cognitive reframe doesn't work, Great, let's try some yoga. Like, there are so many different tools that we can use at our disposal. And again, this wasn't an exhaustive list, it was just a list. People will have different things that they want to add. But the more tools we have in our bucket, the more well equipped we are to handle any situation that life throws at us. And that is that awareness, and the awareness of how in control we are when things get out of control is the point.
Okay. Okay. Give me your name once more.
I am Emma G.